doesn't... Why it not moving? Hold on a sec. It's loud. We're gonna lower the volume a little bit. There we go. It should be better, but still. Are we there? I think so. I think we're there. Hello. How you doing? I am here. Today we're gonna paint something else. But I don't know exactly what yet. I'm pondering to paint another figure in the same universe. But they're slightly different. They're all slightly different, but these ones are even more different. And I'm not sure if it will work or not. So there is another faction in the universe that I am writing about called the Tath Conglomerate. And the Tath are bugs. There are many bugs in this. There are many different types of bugs, but the Tath are special. Excuse me. The Tath are different than you and I. When the rest of the species in the universe, in the galaxy of this, decided to be their own thing and do their own thing, the Tath decided, let's make everyone be like us or belong with us, and that created a very particular type of species. So they're insects, but they mimic and try to look like other species to fit in, to make it feel like, look at us, we're kind of like you. The problem is that they fail. So instead they force others to join their conglomerate, which is their thing. I'm pondering to showcase those ones. So to do that one, we need to first set up a little bit of a rule on how they are supposed to look. That's not the right one. No, that's not the right one. This one works. Hopefully, it doesn't look like we're dropping any latency, which is good. We like that one. No latency drop. Ah, stupid. Oh. I'm gonna save to files. If I can find. Yes. Okay. I believe we have reached it. Okay, let's see. Oh yeah, that one looks suitably fucking weird. Okay. Okay, so first step is figure out to make sure that we make his body look decent. And how do we do that one? By oh, that one's shit. Okay. And it's not the one we want. Not that one either. I believe this one is it. So they're bugs. And bugs need to be buggy. That is just how it works. Oh, buggy. Not what I wanted. Yeah, this one I'm gonna use. Okay. Okay. So now I'm gonna try to do something that is kind of funky, but I've done this one before, so it should be fine. First step is to paint in a rough silhouette. And then we erase it slightly, or we blend it out. And this kind of stuff will eventually, hopefully, help shape a a silhouette that we can work with. It's kind of funny that this one looks a little bit like it has centipede stuff going on there, because they are very centipede-like, this species. Now, a bunch of these things will be very similar to, or like the silhouette and stuff will be kind of similar to stuff we already seen with the other ones, because I'm choosing very specifically silhouettes and stuff that fit in the same region of style as the other ones. So they will look very similar in that fashion. Right. Like the way that, oh, one sec, I'll just open up. The way she looks and the way he looks and the way she looks, they kind of similar pose as how I'm going for. She just needs to be different, flipped like this, and then they're all standing in the same direction and same pose, and now I picked him in the similar direction as well. But beyond that one, hopefully this one will feel a little bit like something new. Oops. So yes, I'm following a specific idea, and that idea is based upon a reference that I have. But that one is mainly just the way that the figure looks and the way that the room looks that the figure is in and stuff like that. The positioning. So what they do, these ones, is that they basically go like, we have a good solid idea for how to run things. Let's have everyone do what we want. Let's make everyone belong to us. And that's where the conglomerate comes from. The conglomerate is basically just the TAF deciding everyone likes us, and if they don't, we will make them like us. And if we have made them like us, then they will be on our side, and then everyone will be happy. A little bit like space communists, but with like a slightly askew view on reality. They don't understand it really in the same way as most people do. So the first species that they introduced into their own, into the conglomerate, were the coelosans. And the coelosans are, for the lack of a better way of explaining them, they're kinda orangutans, but smaller, tiny orangutans. They look kind of like orangutan babies, and they're very mischievous and very hedonistic. And hedonism and mischievousness does not work well for the TAF. But they were the first ones to be included, so the TAF are kind of stuck with them. And also, something that they kind of noticed late, when they were starting, well, not late, but when they were starting to really look into, should we kick them out, should we kill them, should we whatever, because the TAF are not benevolent. They're literally looking at things from a point of view of, if it's useful, then it's useful. If it's not useful, let's kill it and get rid of it and don't think about tomorrow. So when they were considering whether the coelosans should be, in their conglomerate or not, they suddenly realized that the coelosans have something that the TAF don't have. They have an acute sense of understanding how other beings, other species think, behave, and feel. And that was, of course, difficult for the TAF to actually accept, but once they did, they realized this is a gold mine for us if we want to attach other species to our conglomerate without having to resort to violence. Because they form space around their own space, which is safety. Lebensraum. They're doing a bit of a Nazi Germany sort of. Make you belong to them, so that they can then afterwards be safe. That's what it comes down to. And that costs, if you're gonna invade people, invade spaces, and force them to your side, that becomes conflict, and conflict costs lives. And obviously the TAF did not like that one. And when they realized that the coelosans basically were capable of understanding how other species worked and how to get them to join the TAF without bloodshed, they decided to keep them, like the hedonistic little things that they are. very pragmatic, very. Okay. We're gonna make an extra window of this one so I can actually see the full one. And this particular person is called Trenathan, and he actually does not exist in the first book. He comes in the second book. But that's okay, because Tath in themselves exist in the first book. So we're gonna save. We're gonna paint him. Hello.
Hello.
How's it going?
It's
I'm painting space bugs.
space what?
Space bugs.
Ah, space bugs.
How's it going?
Ça va. It's alright. It was chilly and cold.
Uh-huh.
And I made a remark that made your son choke.
Okay.
We were talking about racism in Europe. And I went like, it's only racism if it comes from America. Otherwise it's sparking eugenics.
It's not wrong though. Oh God. We have only your brother here.
Oh, brother,
Brother.
Baratna.
Baratna. Allow me to do this one. I have dropped 0 frames, so there's that.
That's at least good.
It took a while to start up though, because it didn't want to show off the screen. Well, not on my end in any case. Your brother had to tell me that it was working. Your brother had to tell me that it was working. Your brother is here, sort of.
My dear brother needs to let me know whether Ziekenkas worked.
Ah, yeah. Did Ziekenkas work, dear brother? These are the questions we need answers to. Working. Did Ziekenkas work? Is what your sister is asking.
I need to get some paint.
Huh?
Do I need to mold?
Not for right now.
My brother unruly?
Your brother is super unruly all the time.
Otherwise I can ban him.
Nah.
You're too kind, man.
Well, it's
I
your
would
brother.
have banned him ages ago. With that attitude. In our street.
At this hour.
Excuse me. I'm channeling my inner elephant.
Mm-hmm.
Elefante.
El elefante. That does sound very Spanish. El elefante.
Elefante. Scotty wants cat food, I think.
No. Tough. You should be not. Your brother's a little bit behind, I think. He's just going.
You called him behind? How dare?
Lol.
Why are you so mean to him?
I don't know what he's lolling about. It could either be El Elefante, or it could be.
Us banning him. Well, me banning him.
That could be it.
You are too kind.
I am too kind. Yes, I am too kind.
Okay. Banana.
Okay.
No wrong color crunk.
Don't go wrong, color crunk.
I need to do their faces. I need to do some cloaks. I need to do one more last gun, I think.
The lol was for the banning, apparently.
If it's that funny, I can make it happen, you know. No, I'm too lazy to log in, so you're safe for today.
You're safe for now.
For now.
He also said, yes, I'm behind, so I'm safe for now. Okay.
Also, Facebook reminded me that it was a year ago that you rode into the city center with your skeletal horse to go
Yes.
kill the mayor.
Because he fucking deserved it. Wanker. Your brother is killing goblins in Final Fantasy XI.
Or probably.
Why?
The Goblin Liberation Front will have something to say about that one, just wait.
Yes, they will. So the Tath, the ones that I'm painting right now, they're a bit, they're on the spectrum, a little bit. They basically what they're doing is they're trying to create a situation where everyone has to like them. They're space communists. They're just not fish. They're insects.
There's nothing wrong with fish.
No. But the Tath are they're insects. So they're
Protein balls.
They built this little thing where they have a conglomerate where if you like us, you can join us. If you don't like us, then you're not useful, so we'll kill you. And then they realized that, you know, when everyone went like, yeah, fine, kill us, then that one was kind of costly.
So it was kind of cake or death?
Yeah, but it was also kind of costly for them to continuously have those conflicts and those wars. So instead they try to adapt, and one of the things that they can do to adapt is they can shape their bodies to mimic the look of other races, but it is severe uncanny valley vibes, like to the point where people get really uncomfortable and sometimes even throw up when they're coming into the room. But they don't really get it because they're kind of on the spectrum. So once they started becoming large enough, because they have the technology to be able to actually be a force of nature in the galaxy, when they became large enough, they realized that there were, you know, a lot of species in the galaxy, and they couldn't win all the wars, so they tried to adapt and join. And one of the things that they did was they created a mafia, because all of the other races have mafias and cartels and whatnot, so we have to have that one as well. They don't really understand the concept of a mafia, they just have to have one just because the other ones have it. Like I said, they're a little bit on the spectrum.
So you're like teenagers in school, like, oh my god, everyone's wearing Nike.
Yeah, sort of. But like they have difficulties understanding specific concepts. So like they will mimic to look decent, but they don't maybe to kind of make people feel at ease, but they don't understand the concept of the mimic. So Trenathon, one of the characters that arrives, I think he's not arriving in the first book, I think he arrives in the second book, he dresses up really nicely in a suit and stuff like that, like because he wants to look like a human, because that's his face that he has chosen to be. But he doesn't know what a wristwatch is, how you wear it. He doesn't understand what earrings are and how you wear those ones. So he wears all of these jewelry things, but they sit on the wrong places, because they don't, they have a superiority complex as well. And the people, the species that are their best allies, the Silosans, who I mentioned just before you came here, they're kind of like, they look like baby orangutans, and they're bundles of mischief and hedonism. So they, they're the ones who understand how everyone else works, and they basically tell the Taff, oh, but you should really do this one, because this species, they really like this type of things, and it's just for the shits and giggles. So they don't get it, they don't understand it, they just think that everyone else is too stupid to understand that they're trying to be nice. And then they happen to be like one of the most dangerous species or organizations or whatever you want to call it they just don't really understand how to handle it and use it well.
Nerds in general, I would say.
Yeah.
Okay, let's just release some stress in my muscles.
Release the Kraken. And now we're gonna try to make this one.
Now we're gonna try to cook with evil gas.
Yeah, we are.
I was gonna do some capes, and I was going to do some dry brushing, and I was kind of hoping that these little fuckers would be done.
Okay, now we're gonna copy that one onto the next layer. Layer.
Oh, doom.
We can start doing this one.
I'm gonna have some coffee after this.
Yes, coffee and Star Trek, I think. Well, not necessarily at the same time, but
Space, the final Starbucks.
Yes.
You You just know that, you know, McDonald's and Starbucks would be.
Yes, they would.
I want a mocha frappe ractagino.
Yes, there's nothing wrong with that one. Why am I not having a mocha fractagino? I almost said ractagino. Ractagino was introduced with Deep Space Nine, no?
Yes.
It was never before that one.
It's a Klingon thing.
I know. It's so weird that the Klingons have a coffee drink like
Is
that.
it?
Yeah, well, no, not really, but it's well. Let me rephrase that one. It's weird that the Klingons have a coffee drink that isn't called something Klingon, but is called a ractagino, which sounds extremely human. That's what I'm thinking. That's what I think.
I think it was a mix of Klingon and human stuff.
Yeah.
But this time with only one penis.
Huh?
This time with only one penis.
Yeah.
Random Star Trek facts. I used to post those on the Discord, but I kind of have lost my energy a bit.
Mm.
There are so many weird random facts that I could share.
And that's fine. Come on. Okay, so now we're gonna do this, and we're gonna do this.
Just every time I hear Ractagina, I'm thinking like Space Stacy at the coffee shop going, yeah, I want like a soy latte Ractagino with like, you know, a double venti.
Yes. Because what other kind of ventis are there?
See, I drink loads of coffee.
Yeah.
But the concept of a venti is even for me like what? That's the equivalent of one wine bottle full of coffee.
Yep. As one would.
The only time I have drank that one was when you got your tattoo.
Uh-huh.
And I had to spend a couple of hours in your company, which was horrible.
Yes.
Waiting for, you know, you to get finished and see that you don't crash and whatever. And then I went to fetch a big one because I didn't want to go back and forth to the coffee shop.
Yeah. Ugh. And I love you for it.
It was your emotional support buddy for the day.
Yep.
And now that we have established that you can do that on your own,
Uh-huh.
then you can fuck off next time on your own.
Why, what is this?
Your mama.
Ah. I see.
Tamara got a weird vibrating pin shaker thing.
Ah.
But I think she bought that one. It was fucking weird
Uh-huh.
and kind of awkward to use while you were streaming. No, honest, it's a
I see. That was stupid. Stupid. Oh. No?
No, it's not Back to the Future.
I know.
Saying a different variety of the walk you saw
I see.
earlier. It worked.
Hey, if it works, it works.
Scotty! Not everything is a snack box.
But what about the second snack box?
She goes like, not with that attitude, no?
Okay. Oh, I need to maybe save as well. Save as.
There was a dude in the forest walking a big brown Labrador.
Okay.
He had zero control over him. And he went like, oh my god, are they friendly? And I wanted to go like, they are. I'm fucking not pregnant. Híjole.
Híjole all the time.
I have to say though that my knowledge of Spanish is the finer parts of the language.
Yes. As is customary.
Ugh, who has stolen the lead bencher?
I don't know. Not me.
One of the ugly fuckers here. I'm gonna be dry brushing the gum.
Uh-huh.
And then I need to paint some faces in.
Mm-hmm.
And when that one is done, maybe dry brush a cape or so.
That sounds like a good plan.
And then I think these fuckers are done.
These are the things that we like to hear. The
Yeah,
fuckers.
then I still might go like, oh my god, I dropped the PC and oh my god, I forgot these people.
Dodge. Overlay.
It was a very exhausting walk if you do it. snoring in the background.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, die feestwerking van like brother gets the bolter. The heavy bolter.
The heavy bolter. The heavy bolter is the best bolter. Okay. We're going to get the wizard, the wonderful Wizard of Oz.
Because the wonderful things he does.
Or something.
Ja, nee jongen. Stop nice. I completely agree.
Mm-hmm. Game has yet another valid point.
Oh, tomorrow is Friday.
Hmm. Tomorrow is indeed Friday.
Okay. The problem is now I'm rounding up with things. I'm just starting to see all the things that I forgot or that I.
Yeah, this is classic. Classic.
Und it pisses me off, ja.
Tuurlijk. Okay. Okay. Alright, it's time to stop for today, I think. Next step will be to superimpose an actual face over this one so it looks a little bit like he has managed to get some stuff happening. But for now we're gonna do a time-lapse time and then we're gonna cut clips. Yes. So thank you for being here today. We shall continue with this fellow another day. But for now, TOT.